Rock fans, I'm Jack Warner, class of 2020.
And I'm Jeffrey Schultz, also class of 2020.
And we are here for the basketball contest between the St. Patrick Shamrocks and Wheeling High School. Shamrocks are currently 13-5, coming off a big win yesterday against St. Viator's, which was 61-42. And Wheeling currently at 6-11. Last game they lost to Hersey 53-38. And currently on a 6-game losing streak. Going into this game, Jeffrey, especially with how well a couple of the players yesterday played against St. Viator's, who do you think is going to have the biggest impact for the Shamrocks?
I think it's going to be one of two players. Based off of yesterday's performance, Caleb Coral went off yesterday. He was a key player in that Shamrock 19-point win yesterday. And if he gets going tonight, or either Dom Galati or Nick Galati, one of those two guys, because they're both great shooters, they've been a key force for the Shamrocks' 13-5 record as of yet. So if it's one of those three guys, the Shamrocks will propel to another win and force Wheeling to a 7-game losing streak. And if you're Wheeling, that's tough. Coming off a 6-game losing streak, that means they're 6-11. You said, right?
Right.
So they were 6-5. They were playing over 500. So going after playing 500 ball after through like 11 or 10, 12 games to start getting to a slump like that, that's something you really don't want to see.
I mean, I totally agree with you as we get ready for our national anthem, so we'll let that play out. And we will also listen to both teams' starting lineups. Of course, Coach Bailey's starting lineup for the Shamrocks. I wouldn't be surprised if it was a mixture of the Galatis, Caleb Coro, maybe Michael Hamilton and Tamaris Brown, as they did yesterday. And we'll see what Coach Michael O'Keefe has for the Wheeling. as our starting lineups get announced. It's a chilly day here chilly day in Chicago, and especially, really wet by St. Patrick. St. Patrick High School. But of course, it's dry on the court, and both teams are getting ready for tip-off as our starting announcements are being named. Of course, first for Wheeling. Looks like 15, Ami Iganu. Number 4, Elijah Hutchison. Number 21, Raymond Petzold. And I think that's number 10, Jaden Terrell. First for the Shamrocks is number 21, Caleb Burrow. Next is number 22, Dom Galati. And number 24, Nick Galati. Number 31, Michael Hamilton. And then number
30, Tamaris Brown.
Correct.
So the Shamrocks going with the same starting lineup as they did yesterday. It's obviously going pretty well for them, coming off that big 19-point win yesterday over Viator's Lions, who were also a pretty good team at 11-6, dropping to 11-7 after that game yesterday. The Shamrocks proved to have a very good offensive and defensive game yesterday. So Mike Bailey going by the good old phrase, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Right. We got ready for tip-off. Who else but Tamaris? Do we take in the tip-off for the Shamrocks? We'll see if he does any other spectacular plays like he did yesterday with those 2 huge dunks that he had. Really in that third quarter to seal the win for the Shamrocks. Caleb Coral will tee up the ball. Passes it to Nick. Nick will give it to Caleb. Caleb back to Nick. Nick back to Caleb. Caleb to Tim. Tim back to Caleb. Caleb to Nick. All passing around the 3-point arc. It's just passing between the same 3 players. Finds it in the middle for Michael Hamilton, who gets fouled on the way up. Out for the Shamrocks today is, of course, number 42, Joe Fanning, who is still nursing that football injury that he had, but hopefully will be back soon. And number 32, Nick Chofee, who is still out on injury. Micah Hamilton will take the first shot of this game, basically, and will make it. Shamrocks on the 3-4 line, something they've been struggling at this year, but it seems like the past couple games have cleaned up the way they've taken their shots. As Michael goes 1 for 2, they can just score 1-0 to start off this game. But of course, 3-throw is going to be a huge part of this game. Wouldn't you agree, Jeffrey?
Oh, for sure, because both teams are looking to both play good defensive games, but they also don't want to play too aggressive. So if you're limiting and you're fouling, especially after that game yesterday, because after that altercation with between Viator and St. Pat's yesterday, there was a lot of aggressive play. So I really wouldn't be surprised to see Pat's coming out again playing aggressive, and there's going to be a lot of fouls going on in this game. So both teams want to make sure that they're going to be able to hit their free throws, because chances are it's going to be a pretty key point in this game, as it is in any.
The Shamrocks in their patent 1-3-1 defense that they've been using for the past 2 years now, knocking away a couple balls, hitting it out of bounds twice right there, as that's going to be a sloppy pass and gives the Shamrocks the ball.
Now it's another big key factor too, like you just mentioned, Jake, the sloppy passing. Yesterday against Viators, there was a ton of sloppy passes, so St. Pat's is looking to force those turnovers like they just did right there, and in the game yesterday, because they shut out the Lions yesterday in that first quarter, which was very surprising, which is not a common thing you see every day. And if they can do that again today, they're going to be looking at another good win.
As Caleb Crow will get the ball taken away from him, but Dom Glady will poke it out, leaving Wheeling on the baseline. Passes it out, back court. That's Nick on the top for the Shamrocks. Wheeling still just passing around that three-point arc, but finds something open in the paint. But that's going to be out of bounds on Wheeling, as it's going to be blocked by Mike, but it will he will touch it on the way out. In the corner now, passes it up top. Still just driving and passing around that three-point arc. Pass into the corner. Pump fake. Does not pull it. Will pass it into the middle, off the hands, but goes to the other corner. Wheeling right now, just passing the ball around the three-point arc, trying to find a shot. Shot is up, and it will be off as Tamaris will get the rebound. Passes it deep to Caleb, that is, and he will draw the foul on the way up.
That was a beautiful outlet pass from Tamaris Brown right there, leading to Shamrocks drawing their second foul of the game.
Caleb's first free throw is up, and it is good. Second one is up, and it is good.
Alrighty, Jack, we're just 2 minutes into this game, and already you can see how important free throws might be for the rest of the game, because the Shamrocks have already drawn 2 fouls. So if they keep drawing the fouls like that, the free throws are going to be undoubtedly a very important part of this game for both teams.
Wheeling right now is coming out here with a little bit butterfingers as ball's just kind of slipping through their hands and costing them a couple offensive possessions. As it's going to be a deep pass to Michael Hamilton straight to the post, and he will lay it in. Getting the first basket that is not a free throw in this game. Again, Wheeling another sloppy pass. Just not on the same page right there. Caleb bringing the ball up for the Shamrocks. Passes it to Dom. Dom driving in. We'll give it back to Mike, though. Mike will give it back to Dom. Dom will take the shot, and it will be off the mark.
A surprising factor, Shamrocks with that big win yesterday, of course, over a good team in the Viators Lions. John Galati really just didn't get it going that much yesterday. He was a very limited factor for the Shamrocks' points yesterday, and for them to still be able to win by that much and hold that good of a defensive game, that's something good to say. Because John Galati's been a key player for these guys all year. And for him to not be producing at that level that he usually is, and for them to win by that much, this is a pretty good team we're watching right here.
Wheeling on the baseline. Ben Gouchouin checks in for the Shamrocks for Michael Hamilton. Some good moves coming out of the point guard there, but nothing's going to come out of it. Wheeling drives in, but again just passes it back out to the three-point line. As Coach Bailey's looking like he wants a little more crashing coming out of his defense right now. Into the corner, shot is up, and it is off the mark. As Tim will try and dribble it, but loses the handle of the ball, and will let Wheeling get another opportunity as they get another offensive rebound, giving them another opportunity to score here. Shot is up, and it is good. 5-3 to score, 4 minutes remaining in this first quarter. Caleb taking the ball up for the Shamrocks. Gives it to Ben. Ben to Dom. Dom making a move, gives it to Tim. Tim gives it to Dom. Dom driving in. Easy lane for Dom. And it seems like Wheeling's going to take a timeout here. So, I mean, a quick 4 minutes to start off this game, Jeffrey. What have you seen good from the Shamrocks to really start off this game?
I like the ball movement. They've made a lot of nice little passes that they know they can complete without much of an issue. And they've also forced a lot of turnovers, coupled with the fact that Wheeling's just had some butterfingers, like you stated earlier. So the Shamrocks, considering that they've both gotten those easy turnovers out of Wheeling and made a lot of nice passes, leading to a good 7 points here, and also drawing 2 fouls in the first 2 minutes of the game, that's some good play we've seen from the Shamrocks so far. So, Jack, what do you think Wheeling right now? Only got 3 points so far. What do you think that they can improve about offensively and defensively?
Well, I mean, offensively, I feel like I would be surprised if they changed up their game plan already, because I mean they've been sticking to their guns, and I mean even though the shots haven't fallen yet, they got their first shot. They've been able to get some second chance opportunities, but defensively, I think you just gotta eliminate the opportunities in the paint for the Shamrocks, because that has really been where the Shamrocks have scored all their points that haven't been a free throw.
Great point. And Wheeling will take it out from the sideline after the foul called. Each team's with 2 fouls with about 3 minutes, 40 seconds left in this first quarter.
Ball almost gets poked away by Nicolati. Ball goes in the corner, back up top. Shot is up. It is off the mark as Dom Glady will get the rebound. Dom gives it to Tim. Tim, just misses the and one opportunity, but we'll get to the line.
Shamrock's doing a very good job so far of pushing the paint and drawing fouls. And this is going to be their 3rd trip to the free throw line already this game.
First shot is up, and it is good. Second free throw is up, and it is off the mark. Wheeling now pushing the ball down this court. As Nick will poke that ball away again. 2 people are subbing in the game for the Shamrocks. That's Nick and Ben subbing out. And that's Jackson, Gitterly, and Michael Hamilton subbing back in. Shot is up in the corner, and it's good. 8-6 is the score. 2:30 left in this first quarter. Tim with the ball. Tim to Dom. Dom driving in to the corner to Tim. Tim driving in now. Lays it up, off the mark. Shot is up again, off the mark as Dom Glady will get the rebound. Driving it, but loses the handle. As Wheeling tries to draw the foul, but it will not work as ball is lost from Jackson, and Wheeling will get the offensive rebound.
A lot of little passes coming out of Wheeling here. This is taking their time for sure in this position, looking for a nice open shot. And that's going to be stuffed by Tamaris Brown. Shamrock's looking to sustain their only 2-point lead with a minute and a half left in this first quarter of play.
I think it's 3 seconds in the lane. It's going to be Shamrock ball now. Caleb now. Bring the ball in. Passes it into the corner. Dom will take the shot, but it will not count as it's an on-the-ground call. That's Jackson with the ball on the baseline. Michael Hamilton making a move. Dom making a move. None of that seems to work as Tamaris will get the ball instead. As we got a reach on Wheeling. Now we got Dom taking the ball out for the Shamrocks on the baseline.
It's a very low-scoring, defensive-oriented first quarter. Do you think that both teams are going to switch this up and try to go for a little bit more offensively for the rest of the game, or stick with this defensive play for the rest of the game, Jack?
I'm not really sure. I don't think either team's going to really switch it up, as we only have less than a minute in this first quarter, and the score's 8-6. But no, I could just see both teams really just sticking to what they've been doing and hopefully getting a good streak going on the offensive side of the court to really match what the score should really be.
For sure, for sure.
Caleb Crow taking the ball down the court for the Shamrocks. Gives it to Dom. Dom gets it to Tim. Tim to Mike. Mike back to Dom. Shamrocks looking to get this last shot with only 15 seconds remaining in this first quarter, as Dom has the ball right now. Making a move, driving in, layup off the mark. Michael Hamilton gets the offensive rebound and puts it back up. As Michael Hamilton having a great start to this game.
Leading points for the Shamrocks, and of course, leading score for this whole game at 5 points.
10-6 is the score at the end of this first quarter. Both teams with a little sloppy offensive performance, but also great defensive performances.
For sure. Both teams not even into 15 points yet, so not looking to change anything up on the defensive side of things, for sure. We got Ben Gouchman, Nick Galati, Michael Hamilton, Caleb Coro, and Dom Galati in the game for the Shamrocks. Wheeling trapped. And gonna be a foul call.
It's going to be a foul called on Caleb Coro.
It's gonna be the Shamrocks' 4th charge foul of this first half.
Michael Hamilton will poke that one away. But it's still going to be Wheeling ball. Caleb will knock that ball out. Shamrocks, consistently knocking the ball out of play and really slowing down.
For sure, that's a great point, Jack. They forced a lot of turnovers in that first quarter, along with Wheeling having some sloppy passes. But they have tipped that ball quite a bit. Nice pressure on the ball right there throughout this game, but unfortunately leads to a basket right there.
The bench wanted the travel call. None was called, and an open layup for Wheeling as the score will be 10-6. 7:20 left in this half. Caleb passed it to Nick. Nick, deep three. Off the mark. Wheeling, shot. Off the mark. Ben Gouchon gets the rebound. Dom Glady now taking up the ball. Gives it to Ben. Ben to Nick. Nick driving in. Shot is up and it is off, but it's going to be a foul called on Wheeling, and Nick will get 2 shots. First shot is up, and it is good. Shamrocks only have missed 1 free throw on the game so far. Second shot is up, and it is good again. 12-6 is the score. 7 minutes remaining in this first half. 12-8 is the score. It's going to be out of bounds on Wheeling, Shamrock ball. Caleb Crow now taking the ball up for the Shamrocks. Gives it to Nick. Nick to Dom. And another foul called on Wheeling. And the Shamrocks are currently in bonus. With 6:50 left in this first half, they are already in bonus. First three throws up and it is good. Second free throws up and it is good for the Shamrocks. Wheeling just passing that ball around, trying to get a nice shot, mid-ranger, floater, off the mark, but they get the rebound. Wheeling into the corner, shot is up, and it is good. Wheeling really winning in the shots made department, but the Shamrocks have just had more opportunities on the free throw line and have really made all the shots they've taken there. So Ben Gouchon will take the 3 and it will be off the mark. Caleb Crow tries to get the offensive rebound, but it's going to be out of bounds on Wheeling. Shamrock ball. Ben Gouchon subbed out. Tamaris back in the game. Caleb give it to Nick. Nick with the ball. Step in, step out to Caleb. Caleb to Dom. To Tamaris. Tamaris back to Caleb. Caleb will pass it. Will get tipped away though, and it's going to be Shamrock ball on the baseline.
About 3 minutes into this quarter, 2.5 minutes into this quarter, Jack. Based on what we've seen so far, do you think anybody needs to really change things up on either side of play?
I'm not really sure because Shamrocks have really been dominating on the defensive side, and when Wheeling has gotten a shot, they've been just kind of 50-50 on making them. But offensively, I think both teams really got to change something up because Shamrocks really have only been able to make shots on the free throw line, and Wheeling has only been able to make shots really at the 3-point line. So both these teams either got to do a better job of getting to where they've been strong this entire game, or they got to figure out a different way to score this ball. Wheeling will get it right on the half-court symbol. As Dom Glaudio will pick up that steal, passes it to Nick to Caleb, and we have the ball all over the place right now, and it's going to be stepped out of bounds by Michael Hamilton.
I was pretty surprised it wasn't a foul. It looks like it would have been a reaching foul on the way up there. I guess Wheeling got all ball on that one. Forced him out of bounds. Nice forced turnover on their part.
Wheeling with the ball now. At 3-point line again. Shot is up. And it is off the mark, but they get the offensive rebound. Shamrock ball.
Great first forced turnover by Michael Hamilton right there. He's done that a lot this game, but again, like you said, Jack, I agree with you. Both teams need to step it off on the offensive side of play.
Caleb Coronel bring the ball down for the Shamrocks. Into the corner for Dom. Dom back to Caleb. Caleb all the way over to Nick. Nick will pass it in, but gets tipped out of bounds. Shamrock ball on the baseline. Tim will pass it to Mike. Mike will give it to Caleb. Caleb will give it to Tim in the paint. Make it a move. Shot is up and is off the mark. And it seems to be a foul called on the Shamrocks.
That'll be their 5th charge foul of this first half.
Wheeling taking the ball up the court now. Passes it, shot up, 3-point line, and it's good. We got a tie game, 14-14, 4:20 left in this game. Left in this first half. Passes it to Dom. Dom into his Nick. Nick back to Dom. Dom to, I think that's... Who's that?
Jackson.
Oh, Ben Gouchman. No, it is Jackson. It is Jackson. As that's in the corner for Wheeling. Shot is up, and it is off the mark. As Michael Hamilton gets that rebound. Nicolati with the ball now. Fast break. Layup goes up. And it's going to be a blocking foul, and the Shamrocks will be on the line. Hoping to get that lead back.
Shamrocks are going to capitalize at the free throw line like they have thus far to give themselves a 2-point advantage.
First one is up, and it is good. Second free throw is up, and it is good. Shamrocks get a 2-point lead, 3:40 left in this first half. Into the corner for Wheeling, trying to pass it into the paint, passes it back out to the 3-point line. Shot is up and it is off. Jackson gets the rebound, passes it to Dom. Dom bringing the ball down the court, fast break, passes it into the corner where Caleb is. Caleb takes the shot, and it is off the mark, but Dom passes it to Nick. As Nick tries to get to Michael Hamilton, but it will be knocked out of bounds on Wheeling. with the ball. Gives it to Caleb. Caleb gives it to Jackson. Jackson fadeaway shot off the mark, but a foul called, and Jackson will get to the line.
Looking to extend this 1 bucket lead to 2 buckets.
First shot is up.
And good. Shamrock's doing a very good job. I've said this quite a few times, but they've done a very good job. It's very much a point of emphasis in this game of capitalizing at the free throw line, going 2 for 2 on most trips there, only missing 1 this whole game, if I'm correct. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Wheeling takes the ball up the court. Still around that 3-point line where they got to most of their points tonight. Into the corner, shot is up, and it is good. Caleb will give it to Jackson. Jackson gets the shot, and it will roll in. Shamrock picking up the bucket right there. Passing it around that 3-point line. On that baseline, good baseline drive. Layup is up but off though. And it's going to be a foul on Wheeling for reaching. Micah Hamilton will go to the line and take 2 automatic free throws because they are in double bonus already. 2:10 left in this first half. Oh, it seems no. Actually, Nicolati will take the free throws for the Shamrocks. First one is up, and it is good.
And the Wheeling Wildcats call a timeout. 2 minutes, 14 seconds remaining in this first half.
Hey, congratulations to the Shamrock bowling team, who for the 3rd year in a row won the regional, and 3 of the top 4 individual bowlers were the Shamrocks. They will compete next week at Brunswick, so Williams and Glendale Heights in the sectionals.
Nicolati gets ready to take his second free throw. Looking to make it a 5-point game. 21-17 is the score, 2:10 remaining in this first half. Shot is up, and it is good. Three-pointer is up, and it is off the mark as Nicolati will get the rebound.
Now, Jack, do you respect that Wheeling's taking all these every time outside shots on the 3-point arc?
Well, I mean, they have been able to make it. Even though it might not be the smartest thing to do at this point of the game, if that is your plan going into this game and you're only down by 5, you might as well just stick with it.
I
As
agree.
Nicolati is going back onto the line for the Shamrocks. Shot is up, off the mark. First missed free throw in a while for the Shamrocks.
Their second one only of the whole game.
Second one is up, and it is good. 23-17, 6-point game, 140 left in this first half. Wheeling in the corner right now, still just passing it around that 3-point line. Drives in and will draw the foul.
That'll be number 1, Max Walter Armstrong, going to the line, looking to cut this lead down to 4. First one's up. Did that even hit the rim?
I don't think so. Michael Hamilton will sub out, Ben Guzman will sub in. Shot is up and it will be off the mark again. Into the corner for Nick. Nick will take the shot. Off the mark.
And Wheeling will secure the rebound, bringing it up. About 65 seconds left in this first half. Shamrock's up by 6 at a score of 23-17. They're going to close this half on a strong defensive note. There's another sloppy pass from Wheeling, and the Shamrocks get another easy break, as they will take over with under a minute left in this first half.
And depending on what Coach Bailey wants to do, this might be the last offensive possession of the half.
Yeah, we very well could see the Mike Bailey special, as we dubbed it, holding the ball to the last shot.
And miscommunication there on the Shamrocks. 40 seconds left on this clock.
So Jack, if you're Wheeling now, you can hold the ball. Do you do that or not?
I think you might have to, because just in the sense that you don't want to let the Shamrocks have an ability to score, make this league even bigger, but really have a defensive mistake happen, and you let them go on the free-throw line yet again.
That's a very good point, because the Shamrocks have done a very good job at that line tonight, only missing 2 shots in about 10 trips, because the Wheeling has been charged with 10 fouls this half.
"14 seconds remaining. Zach Jackson will knock it out. And it looks like Wheeling will be taking this last shot here. Top of the key right now. Right on that Shamrock emblem. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And no shot will be taken as Ben Guzman will fall on top of it. Making the score at the end of the first half, 23 for the Shamrocks and 17 for Wheeling. As we go into halftime, who out of the Shamrocks had the biggest impact for you?
Now, for me, it's one of 2 guys, Michael Hamilton or Nick Galati. Both of those guys are both leading scorers from the Shamrocks, each with 5 points. And Michael Hamilton's done a good job a couple times getting to the free throw line. Same with Nick Galati. And Michael Hamilton's doing a great job thus far of crashing the boards, getting a lot of those rebounds that Wheeling's been unable to secure. So between those two, that's been the driving force of the Shamrocks' first half, which has given them a 6-point advantage going into the third quarter.
Well, thank you for listening to the first half. We will take a very quick break, and we will be right back for the second half.
Carson.
And as a reminder, the Shamrock Fund Club are selling discount cards at the front table. They are $20 for 20 businesses in the area with a 20% discount for all of 2020.
Alrighty, Shamrock fans, welcome back. Score is currently 23-17. Start of the first half. Jeffrey, what have you seen from the Shamrock team at the first half?
Both teams, not just the Shamrocks, they've done a great job of both had a great defensive game so far. A very low score, 23-17. The Shamrocks have done a way better job than Wheeling of forcing turnovers thus far, which have led to a lot of their points in transition to drawing fouls.
As Caleb Coral hits a three-pointer to start off this second half, for the Shamrocks. As we get into the quarter, which has been really the Shamrock killer this year, the third quarter.
Yeah, but a big thing, another great thing to talk about in that win yesterday versus
St. Viator.
St. Viator, the Lions, is the Shamrocks' ability to sustain that third quarter lead. Because a lot of games that won against Marion about a week ago, they had a nice lead going into the second half with Dom Galati on fire, but then that second half came around and the Shamrocks were unable to hold that lead.
As Michael Hamilton just hit a huge block and giving Nick Galati an easy transition point.
For his 6th and 7th point on the evening.
As Wheeling takes a three-pointer, it will be off the mark as Dom Galati will get the rebound. Dom will give it to Mike just in the middle of the paint, but off the mark. As Wheeling is making a fast break opportunity, easy layup as he gets by two Shamrocks right there.
So Shamrocks looking to sustain that lead. They cannot afford to give opportunities to Wheeling like that easily.
As Michael Hamilton dropping another pass right there. Not the best start off offensively for him in the second half, but of course still playing a great defensive game. As Wheeling takes the shot off the mark, but Wheeling will get the offensive rebound, giving them another opportunity as Nicolati will poke that out as they will pull for the three-pointer right there. It'll be off the mark again as Tamaris will get the rebound. Tamaris gives it to Dom as he goes down the court. Gives it to Nick. And Nick to Caleb. Caleb, nice move. Stuck with the ball though, just dumps it to Mike. And
another great thing the Shamrocks have been doing this whole game, is making those nice little passes. like, that they know they can make. And a lot of that has led to forcing Wheeling into fouling them or just getting regular shots off from the field and knocking them down.
I am not sure what just happened there, but it seems that Caleb Coro has been sent off the court for some reason. It's Jackson checking the game instead. It's Jackson with the ball, tosses it, but Wheeling will knock that out of bounds. As that's an easy pass to Tamaris in the paint, but he's just going to be off the mark, but he gets his own offensive rebound and will put it in.
That's Tamaris Brown's first bucket of the night because his first point of the night was on that free throw. Very early in the
30-19
game.
as the Shamrocks have taken the biggest lead they've had this entire game in this third quarter. Wheeling driving it right now. Passing it, another kickball from the Shamrocks. Something they've been doing really this entire game. Wheeling with the ball now, passes it around the three-point arc like they've been doing mostly this entire game.
Big thing that they've come on in the second half, not working out too well for them though. They've taken a lot of outside shots. They've had a lot of quick passes and not really taking their time on their possessions. So if they're looking to cut this lead down, one thing they definitely need to do is take better shots and take their time on their possessions because we got still a lot of time left in this game.
Passing it across court, three-pointer shot taken, and will be off the mark. But again, Wheeling will get an offensive rebound.
They've gotten pretty
But
lucky
Dom will
with those.
take that one away, and it will be out of bounds on Dom Galati, so it will be Wheeling ball still. As Coach Bailey's not happy with that call. Wheeling will lose possession of the ball right there. Just a little sloppy pass, giving the Shamrocks another opportunity to score. Well, another offensive opportunity. Oh, it's Caleb Coro's back in the game now and gets the bucket. Wheeling driving it in right now. Ball gets poked away by Nick Galati and it will keep on touching the Wheeling defender until it rolls out of bounds.
Timeout. Wheeling. That's a full charge with timeout.
And it looks like Coach Bailey will be taking a timeout here.
Now, if you're each side, now Wheeling considering down 13 here, not the best start to their second half. What do you think each coach is telling their team right now?
Well, St. Pat's, they've really been kicking it this entire second half. They went in, what was the score? 23-17?
Yes, it was 23 with a 6-point lead.
And then now it's already 32-19. So, a complete offensive shift ever since, switching the sides of the court. And it's been mainly Caleb Coro. Again, a guy who, really did a great job working against St. Viator and really gave a very good quick start to this St. Pat's offense to start off this second half.
For sure, a 9-2 lead. Correct me if I'm wrong on the math there. Shamrock. So, big thing that we said, Shamrocks need to maintain that defense and come out a little bit better offensively. That's exactly what they've done thus far, so they need to keep it going. So I'm a little surprised when Coach Bailey called that timeout right there. Now, if I'm Wheeling, I have a little sense of urgency because it is halfway through this third quarter already. You don't got all the time in the day, but you still have a lot of time. So you need to take appropriate time on each possession and make good passes and get open shots and even draw fouls.
Nicolati drives in, gets the bucket.
There's one thing, like I was saying, is that they really have not done is get to that free throw line a lot. A lot of their points have come from beyond the arc, and half of them have gone down, maybe, not even. So, going out in the second half, you need to definitely can reconsider some things.
Wheeling just passing the ball around that three-point arc. No one even close to the paint. Three-point shot is up, and it is good for them. 34-22 score. Shamrock lead. 3:20 left in this third quarter. Tavares with a pull-up J hits it.
Beautiful shot.
And it's going to be a foul called on the Shamrocks there. Ben Gouchon was checking for Michael Hamilton.
Well, something I've noticed this second half, Jack, on favor of Wheeling actually, is they had a lot of fouls in that first half. I believe the Shamrocks were able to get into the double bonus, got them to draw 10, to commit 10 fouls. This half, they have committed 0 fouls, and we're almost through that third quarter. So a big improvement in the foul category for Wheeling here in this third quarter.
Well, I mean, really for both teams. Shamrocks were
Committed about 5 or 6, and now they've only committed 1. So both teams, especially Wheeling, because they committed so many, improving in the foul stat line.
Don Glady gets the rebound. Gets the steal and passes it to his brother Nick, who will pick up the bucket on an easy transition layup.
And that will be his 8th and 9th points on the evening. Leading the scorer this whole game for both teams.
Wheeling driving in, still passing it out on the three-point line though. Shot is up and it is off. Ben Gouchon with the rebound there.
Wheeling very stagnant with their possessions in this third quarter, only scoring about 5 points thus far, but committing no fouls. So they have improved in that category, but now it's improving in making your shots really, because they've been rushing a lot of their possessions, just taking ill-afforded shots from beyond the arc, and they have not been capitalizing.
As Nicolati loses the ball there, going up for the layup, as Wheeling will get an easy three-pointer in the corner. He can score 38-25 with less than 2 minutes in this third quarter. Caleb Crow will draw the foul. I don't know if he will be going to the line or not, and it looks like he will. First shot is up, and it is good. Sergio Rivera, the sophomore, checking into the game. And Jackson Gidley checking back into the game. Caleb going for a second free throw right here. It is up, and it is good. 40 points for the Shamrocks right now. And this is easily the most points they've scored in a quarter this entire game.
Another big thing also to note, Jack, is that the Shamrocks have not only kept, but they've improved on their lead. They haven't been the best third quarter team this whole year, and yesterday and today, they've done a very good job of extending that third quarter lead and keeping it right where it is in their favor, which is always good to see.
Wheeling right now, passing the ball around the three-point arc. Shot is up, and it is good. 40-28. Roughly a minute 10 left in this third quarter. Pass to Caleb. Caleb driving in. Just dump it out to Serge. Serge to Dom. Dom to Tim. And are we seeing a little Bailey special right here with over 50 seconds
Sure,
left?
just holding the ball, looking for that last shot. Not looking to lose that double-digit lead that they have gotten right now.
Gives it to Caleb now. Caleb almost right at the back court, right at the half court line. Moving around, passes it to Serge. Only 20 seconds left in this quarter. That's Dom Gladi's ball now.
Got a double team, tries to dribble around it. Nice
Passes
little
it to
pass.
Serge. Serge to Tim. Tim goes
Draws
up for
the
the
foul.
dunk, but draws the foul. 10 seconds left, and he will head to the line.
Tamaris Brown, if you didn't catch the game yesterday, had an amazing dunk over one of the St. Viator players yesterday, and that's another game you would definitely go check out because the Shamrocks played a very good game yesterday. And that play by Tamaris Brown about the end of the second half was a huge momentum boost going into that final quarter of play.
First three throws up, and it will be off the mark.
And there's something to note is that Dom Galati again has only like 1 or 2 buckets tonight, and the Shamrocks still able to maintain this big lead. So, like I said, for him to be the star player that's been producing for them at a high level all season long, propelling them to this good record, and him not producing these last 2 games, and for them to have this lead, that's definitely something to note because if he's going and the rest of the team's playing like this, that's going to be a nightmare for whoever they're playing.
St. Viator now just trying to get a nice shot off, but it's going to be stopped. Jackson will throw it up. Won't even count. And that will be the end of the third quarter. Score 41-28. So what do the Shamrocks have to do to really close out this game?
To be honest, we got a 13-point lead going into this final quarter of play. I think they just need to keep it going the way they have. They played a great third quarter, something they necessarily haven't done the best of this whole year, and they've extended that lead. So I think if you just keep it going on the offensive side and keep the defensive play maintained, because they've done a great job of maintaining Wheeling to not even 30 points going into the final quarter. I think all you really need to do is do the same thing you really did in that third quarter. Have a good defense, and they put up 18 points, so if they can do that, maybe a little less, a little more, they can maintain both sides the way they did in that third quarter, they're going to have an easy win today.
Baden, Caleb, Dom, Jackson, and Serge in the game for the Shamrocks. As the clock starts, we got 8 minutes left in this game. Just passing around the three-point arc like they've been doing this entire game. Passes it into the corner, back up top. Into the corner. Shot is up. It is off. Serge will hit that out of bounds. It's going to be Wheeling ball still. Into the corner, shot is up, and it is good. And it looks like it's going to be a 10-point lead, and Wheeling's going to start full court pressing.
Smart play on Wheeling's part because
Gives
they
it to
want
Jackson. Jackson pump fakes it, shot up, but it will be blocked.
Smart play on Wheeling's part, as I was saying, because they have a little sense of urgency. Down 10 here, final quarter of play, only little under 7 minutes to go now. You need to start playing a lockdown defense, not being able to, you are not in a position to be giving the Shamrocks good possessions to get more points and extend their lead. Respectable strategy for Wheeling coming out of this third quarter.
Again, just passing around that 3-point arc. Drives in, passes, but it'll get tipped. And someone draw a foul there. And it looks like Wheeling will get 2 free throws.
Wheeling in this situation, you have to be capitalizing at the free throw line, unlike they just did right there. But if you're looking to tie this game up or even take the lead and get the win, you have to be capitalizing when you get to that free throw line because those are wide open shots.
Nick Galati will check in for Jackson. Shot is up and it won't be good as Tim will get the rebound. As it goes back to Dom. Dom will give it to, that looks like Caleb. Caleb will pass it up to Serge. Serge will give it to Dom. Dom will pump, gives it to Serge. Serge in the corner. Shot is up and it is good. In the corner now.
Shamrock's doing a great job tonight, as they did right there, of poking that ball away from Wheeling and making them reset their play.
No foul called there. As Dom will get that ball from the sloppy pass. We'll just bring it into the corner though. Give it to Tim in the middle. Shot. Tries to go for the dunk, but will get fouled again while going up.
The Shamrocks will force Wheeling under their third charge foul in the second half. Shamrocks having a great night at the free throw line tonight, looking to capitalize yet again and extend this lead to 15.
Shot is up. And it is off the mark.
A rare miss with the Shamrocks here tonight. A lot of their points coming from free throws made.
Next shot is up, and it is good.
Shamrocks extend their lead to 14 points and a score of 45-31. 5.5 minutes to go in this game.
Shot is up for Wheeling, and it was going to be off the mark. Dom gets a rebound. Just dribbling it up himself. Gives it to Serge. Serge will give it to Caleb. Caleb will take the shot, and it will be good.
Wheeling will call another timeout down 17 with about 5 minutes, 10 seconds to go in this game. Now, if you're Wheeling down 17 here, if you're that coach, what are you telling your team right now?
Well, I don't think you can do anything besides just keep on trying to get the shots that you've been already taking. You know? I mean, there's nothing really much else they can do right now besides that.
Shamrocks just looking to maintain that lead as they did in this entire second half. Great offensive performance with still that lockdown defense, which has really propelled them to this big 17-point lead they have right now.
Serge will get the ball, gives it to Dom. Dom will pass it to Caleb. Caleb will take the shot off the mark, but Serge will get the offensive rebound. Gets it to Nick. Nick will take the shot, and it'll be off the mark, and Wheeling will get the rebound there, as Serge will get charged with the foul.
Shamrock football number 25, Sergio Rivera. His first, team's third.
Brannick will bring up the ball. Passes it to Caleb. Caleb will give it to Serge. Serge will try and give it to Dom, but it'll be taken away as Wheeling's trying to get there. But Dom will poke it away, get the ball, and he will be out of bounds when getting the ball, but it will still be taken away.
Back in the game for the Wildcats, number 32, Michael Lecchia.
Passes it into that corner. All the way around the three-point line. Shot is up. Off. Gets the offensive rebound though up, and it is off again as Tim will get the rebound.
Unfortunately for Wheeling, they've gotten a lot of offensive rebounds here tonight, but they have been unable to capitalize on their second and even third opportunities.
Dom will just take a mid-range jumper and hit it.
Shamrocks extend their lead to 19 points with 3.5 minutes to go in this game. Nearly picks off by Dom Galati there.
And it's going to be Wheeling ball still. Nick Lottie will check out, and Jack Brannick will check in.
Also in the game for the Wildcats, number 15, Emma India.
Passes it into the corner. Back up top. And a nice baseline layup right there. And a travel right there on the Shamrocks.
Wheeling will take over down 17. 2 minutes, 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Good move. Floater. Off the mark though. Don Vlado will get the rebound.
Wheeling's had a lot of nice opportunities like that right there, getting right to the rim. But unfortunately, they have not been unable to capitalize close to the rim.
Gives it to Tim. Tim will give it to Jack. Jack into the corner to Dom. Dom into the corner for Caleb. Caleb Euro step, but just under the rim. And Serge will be charged with foul trying to get that ball taken away. Wheeling now taking a ball up for the Shamrocks. Wheeling takes the three-pointer, but it will be off the mark. Shamrock, Jack Brannick will save it before it goes out of bounds. Tamaris will bring the ball in. Oh! A grab there on Wheeling. As Tamaris gets ready to take his free throws, we would like to give a special thanks to Mr. Bob Teffenbacher, a former teacher of Mr. Doyle's and of St. Patrick graduate of the class of '85. We would like to thank you for watching, as a tech was called actually there. A technical foul. Because it was a little bit of a vicious grab right there.
It definitely was, so.
And it looks like the Shamrocks are about to make a mass sub. Everybody's checking out, and a lot of different faces are coming in. We got John Ernst, number 13. Number 41, Caden Conley. Number 20, number 33, Nikolai Bromero. Number 10, Adam Cloutier. And, number 20, Brian Hanley. Katie Collins will get the rebound, and Adam Cloutier will lay it up and will be off the mark. Wheeling now taking the ball up. Driving in. Layup. But we'll miss the and one opportunity as we have 105 left in this game.
For the Wildcats, David Taylor shoots.
Shot is up and it will be off.
Second in the game for the Wildcats, number 2, George Jordan. Also checking in the game for the Wildcats, number 4, Elijah.
Shamrocks looking to close this game out. 1 minute, 5 seconds to go. Bringing up the ball. We are officially under 1 minute as Wheeling will get a loose ball picked off there and they will drive to the other lane and get the and one. Now for Wheeling, they'd come out with some aggressive play, but unfortunately, it's just too little too late for them. They're still down by 15, maybe 14 if they hit this free throw. So Jack, what is your analysis of this game for both teams tonight?
Well, I mean, Wheeling just came out here, played a decent first half, and then in the second half kind of had some defensive lapses that let Shamrocks go on some great offensive runs, but and just really could never get anything going on the offensive side of the game as a timeout has been called. But St. Pat's, they just came out here. I mean, they did not start the game off great, but they started that third quarter with a great run on the offensive side of the ball, led by Caleb Coro and Michael Hamilton. And I mean, if you look at both those guys, I would have to say they would split the player of the game for me, because Michael Hamilton's defensive performance with Caleb Coro's really offensive flair at the start of the second half really gave the Shamrocks this win tonight.
I agree with you 100%. Caleb Coro having 2 great games propelling the Shamrocks to most likely 2 straight wins here, and they will improve to 14-5 on the season. Well, Wheeling will drop their losing streak to 7 games now, most likely, unless they have a miracle here, but they'll drop to 6-12 on the season.
Wheeling still in that full court press right now. With Brian Hanley, the sophomore, with the ball. Gives it to Nikolai Romero. Passes it to Bryant as a foul is called. That's Adam Cloutier passing it in for the Shamrocks.
Now, if you're St. Patrick here, are you doing the Mike Bailey special?
I mean, I think you have to, right? Just drain the clock as much as you can. This is Caden Connolly posting up. Shot is off the mark. But that's John Ernst getting the board. It's going to be out of bounds on Wheeling, Shamrock ball.
A little over half a minute to go in this game. Shamrocks looking to just secure the win. Up 51-38 at the present moment.
John Ernst with the ball, gives it to Nikolai Romero. Gives it to Caden and Payton. Good pass to Nick. Nick ball's up but off the mark. 20 seconds remaining. Ooh, great move. But it's going to be traveling on Wheeling. We got 18 seconds left. Wheeling still in the press. John Ernst tries to get it. This is going to be knocked out of bounds. Still Shamrock ball. Pass will be made to Coach Bailey will call a timeout just to make a plan to get out of the press. Adam Cloutier will be passing the ball in for the Shamrocks. No, Nikolai Romero will be passing the ball in for the Shamrocks. We'll pass it to Adam Cloutier, just open on the other side of the court. Picking up his first bucket of the game. And the corner shot is up, and it is good for Wheeling, and that will be the last points of the game. Making the score 53-41. Thank you for joining us tonight at Curling Court. The final score of the game was Shamrocks, of course, 53, and Wheeling, 41. We also got to give our special thanks to the people behind the scene. Kenton Doyle, class of 2023. James Stoll and Patty Lewis, class of 2021. And, of course, the great Mr. Doyle, the moderator and really the head of this whole system. Without these guys, we wouldn't be able to put on a show tonight. I'm Jack Warner, class of 2020.
I'm Jeffrey Schultz, also class of 2020.
And remember to join us on Friday, January 31st, 2020, when the Shamrocks take on Marist here at Curling Court. Our broadcast will start at 7 p.m. and we'll see you then.
Have a great night, everyone.
Oh, we still have to